I wanted to do a couple of hours this evening and fix a couple of things that I inadvertently screwed up on my stream early this morning. Let me back up here. We are still going to be playing. We only ran in 30 years. We went from 769 to 799. And I was thinking about it this afternoon. I'd really just rather start over. The problem being that I didn't have the correct rule set. We were all on default values, and I want to use this particular rule set, and I'm just going to explain it before we get going. What the difference is, and I touched on it at the end of the last stream too, but you can check this out. So basically the idea is that the biggest thing that bogged down my last 7 centuries attempt was the lag at the end of the game. By around 1280, 1290, 1300 or so, it was taking me like between 2 and 2.5 hours to play a year. Suffice to say, that's not something I can deal with, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so we're gonna go deadly major epidemics, more minor epidemics, more non-epidemic diseases, and hopefully this will cull enough of the NPCs over the lifetime of the game that's going to keep our lag down near the end. We're going to go delayed random on Aztecs and delayed random on Mongols, so hopefully we get them much earlier in both cases. Shadow Retreat and defensive packs are on. Gender equality default. I do like the restricted de jure drift. I had some problems in my last 7 centuries where I had pieces of England, like I had owned this as part of the Empire of Britannia because I had it there for so long. France had like Austrasia had territory up here, Bavaria had territory over here. It was just a mess. So we're gonna go with restricted de jure drift. We're also gonna turn off AI seduction, so that there will be less bastards floating around. I don't know about AI intrigue. I might want to leave it on. I think I will turn it on. Other than that, I think everything is pretty much normal. I'm going to turn this on just because it puts the difficulty up a little bit more. This turning off is for lag reasons, but turning this off just makes my life easier, and we don't want an easy life. It's no fun. We got cultural title names off, and titles named after dynasties is off, which will just make figuring stuff out where everything belongs a little bit easier. Anyway, let's just hop right in here. I'm just gonna save right over my last game, and I guess that about does it, I suppose. Oh. I might have just crashed CK2. Oh no, there it goes, it's back. Had me worried there. I really have to ask you to excuse my little sniffles. I seem to be coming down with something. So there are some things we're going to do right at the beginning of the game. The kind of things that we do all the time. First off is, we are just a child here, right? Ooh, we started with... Let's hope we get rowdy. We can pray we get rowdy. We probably won't. I hope my filters are saved. Nice. So this is what I can invite to court. I'm gonna grab all of them just to give me some extra courtiers. Anyway, I'm not too worried about that. Let's see what's next here. 12, 12, 12. Got a great marshal. And I do love this organize the army. One of these new council positions, one of these new council jobs, they're pretty good. Oh, our spy master is pretty trash. And our CRS is pretty shit as well. Hopefully one of those people that we just invited to our court, maybe we can throw them in that position instead. I'm just going to hold off on these minor titles for a little while. I think I should probably start with raiding some of my neighbors. Yeah, raiding my neighbors is where we're going to start. We're just going to basically go around the circle. These are my 4 targets. This one's the juiciest right now. But this one's the easiest to get away from, so we're going to start there. The rest of my positions, we're going to go oversee construction in Varend. We're going to start a market village here, spending our first 37.4 golds. Yeah, and build zeal. So she was nothing to look at. She's a 4. I'm looking at their learning right now. I'm trying to figure out if one of these can be a better seer. None of them are very good seers. Although he's 10. And he's 8. Change your council position. Let's give him law speaker. Draw SETI to my marshal. Loose. That's better. Oh, Merksmater. I don't have a draw SETI. Dun dun dun. Throw my marshal. Herdman. Now, my commanders are my chancellor and my steward. That's pretty garbage. All the other 3 choices are all Craven, so that's even worse. Let's leave them as is for now. Not much else I can do about that. So I don't think I'm going to be able to sack this. It'd be really nice if I could. We'll see how it goes. Almost certain they're going to react very quickly. See, now they're coming in. In fact, I think they're going to catch me out. Oh no, I can get away with days to spare. Days to spare. Oh, he might get me. I'm really reacting very slowly here. 29, 5th. Yeah, he's got me. I think I just have to fight. I've got no commanders. That's ridiculous. I can hire one. Let's hire one commander here. Excellent. Alright, let's see how that works out. Oh, that's real bad. Well, I'm not going to be able to raid him for another year, I think it is, something like that. Talk about off to a bad start. How are they able to react that fast? Well, good game. I can't raid anything. Oh, nice. He actually, he grouped his troops and saved me. Is he fighting someone? They both are. Perfect. Look at that. Let's go back, pull him out. Now we got two commanders. I'm gonna make them both herdmen. Great. I'll win right here, I think. No. Oh. That was until they came with even more reinforcements. Well, so much for that. I didn't get much out of it. And I'm blocked from raiding two different people. Let the clock run, I guess. That's super interesting. Wow. Nice. I wonder if my father's gonna call me into that. He will. I'll accept. And then I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna sack this. Nice. Got rowdy. I can slip while I'm climbing or go up and down like a squirrel. Looks like I fell. Oh my god, are you kidding me? No, he's serious, alright. Well, let's just attach him to my father and not worry about it too much. If we lose, we lose. That's interesting. Wartooth, they called him. Oops. Oh, that was a misclick. Oh my goodness. Well. I meant just to figure out who the heck my regent was, and I meant to click on his portal. I'm really not feeling well, but I'm not starting over a second time. This is what we got. You know what? I'm just gonna dismiss my troops. He can fight his own thing. So I'm 12 now. I gotta pick something to go into. It's gonna be this. I really hope. Here's a little trick that I like. So if I try and go from here, I can't see what my traits are, right? So it's hard to judge who's going to be a good guardian. But if I fill this portrait and then do it a second time, from here, I can see perfectly. I don't think I have anyone that's shrewd. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to look up anywhere in the world, anyone that it's my religion group. Actually, let's make it my religion and my culture. Is there anyone shrewd? No, there's not. Any culture? My religious group? Rulers? It can be rulers, that's fine. I've got one here. Igor, the High Chief of Turov. Is shrewd. What about Brawny? Nobody at all. So no, he says. Base reluctance, hey? That's too bad. Well, back to the drawing board then. I don't want the cruel. That'll happen on its own. And it can cause me to miss something of more worth. The brave is nice. And the gregarious. I don't like the content. Craven's right out, that's not happening. The kind up here is pretty good. Kind and diligent both. So Halston's a good choice maybe. Too many Cravens. Yeah, Halston it is, I guess. I think that's already him. No, it's the Marshal, so we're gonna switch it up. Just muted my mic there to blow my nose again. So let's see how my... he took Craven now too? That's too bad. There's still actually a chance that he wins this. I just don't think it's very good. Ugh, I got stubborn. How would he give me stubborn? Alright, I'm stubborn, I guess. Oh, you know what? I'm really not batting 1,000 right now. Let's see. No, hold on a second. Because now that they're at war, I don't want to get caught. Yeah, that's too bad. This is such a waste right now. I'm gonna hire another guy. Okay, excellent. I'm not sure this will work, because it may have been too long. Oh, no, it does. Oh, he's going this way for some reason. Okay. That gives me a little more time. I'm gonna be able to sack this for sure. $30 gold for my marshal. No, that's not happening. 1.5, and I get an additional 4 off him, I guess. Well, I picked up Shrewd, so that's pretty good. Looks like my steward died. And my chaplain died. I didn't even notice that. Alright. Well, he sucks and he sucks. I've got a lot of piety. In fact, I should have been inviting some holy men already to try and get myself a nice high roll. We got 17 here, so that's excellent. Court physician. Thank you very much. Cupbearer, that's you. Alright, now let's invite a nobleman. Come on. 14's pretty good, I'll take it. Is there an epidemic down here already? Sure looks like. Wow, I could actually sack this. No, that's not looking good. On the 15th, hey? Let's back up. Now, 3 of them from the revolt, I think, are headed up into Holland for January 7th. The other one's going over here for the 11th. I think he catches me. That's 42, that is 45, so this is a faster exit, I think. Well, yeah. I think he catches me, but we might get to have a good fight. Bad fight. Well, we got a lot of gold anyway. Alright, it's worth a try, I think. I don't think I'm going to be able to raid him. But if I can, that should be an instant flip right there. Oh, that sucks. So the good news is, he's plus 100. The bad news is, that means that Varend's at big revolt risk, and for the next 3 years I have to suppress revolts there. Oh, nice. Am I going to be able to sack this before he can group? He's going to be there the 12th of November. Beauty. He arrives on the 27th, I'm out on the 24th. That's what we're talking about. That's what my raid should have been like earlier. Okay. I grew up. Let's pause for a second. And we got Brownie. Brawny. Shrewd and brawny. Is pretty good. So, it's pretty typical. I mean, I could just throw this guy away. He's decent on stats though, except for cruelty and 17. Of course, he's 21. He's 19 in Craven, so he's useless. Okay. So, this should have now changed a great deal. Yeah, we have many more people that we can invite than we did before. We're going to take probably all of them. None of them with any great genetic traits. But something I haven't done, which I'm going to do just after this invite spam, is we are going to start pairing up some people. You know, I thought that I would go at least 2 hours here, but I think it might be less than that because I'm really not feeling very well. Okay. So let's search my court for a second. And go married, no. This is the guy we're thinking of banishing, potentially, so we're not going to marry him off. This guy? No, this one. Two cravens. Wonderful. Let's let the new people come in. For my character focus, and we're going to have to switch this up here too. Let's see. Now, would you look at that? Might be convinced to join our court by a bag of gold. How far away is she? Lowborn, lustful. Oh, I'm telling you, that's a good fit. So, ambitions. I don't think... I'm surprised that I got patient, actually. I don't think that I can join... Oh, can I? No, it won't let me. I think... So I need to be a sinner. We're gonna get lustful, I guess. As far as ambition goes, paragon of virtue. It's not easy, but it's not hard either. Or I should say, it's not hard, it's not easy either. I sure would like to earn one learning. Yeah, let's start with that. Piety is the hardest to dump with my religion and culture and government. Seduction, which is my usual starter, although I won't always be, but just for the foreseeable future, it helps to get the dynasty off the ground. That's a yes. Let's see what other kind of wonders are out there. That's it. That's it. Okay. So I've got this one, rinse and repeat. Let's patrol to her first. Okay.
Oh wow, he has 100. I'm making it matrilineal just so I don't have to worry about educating their children heritage right off the bat. Pretty clear symbolism, I'd say. Who are these guys fighting against? Oh, they are subjugating upland. Geez, they're gonna get big. Wants to make me a commander. Yes, I'll accept. Gee, she's happy to see me, hey? Alright, I'm no doubt gonna get arbitrary later. I don't want to take it now, though. Let's see if we can't get just. Nice. And because we just picked up Lustful, we can join the Fellowship of Hell. She gonna get pregnant or what? No, she's pregnant. And she gave birth to a strong daughter. That is awesome. Name it after her mother. That is absolutely being legitimized. And Master Seducer already. That's lucky. So I would love to get Court Tomcat. However, we got Master Seducer, which is the #1 goal of this focus. Scholarship is probably going to be next. Yeah, I think so. Scholarship is definitely going to be next. But we have until 781, so we still have 4 more years with Seduction. Gotta keep track of all those possible genetic traits. Actually, I didn't mark the last few. Oh, that's pretty good. The only thing that would have been better if this was a boy instead of a girl, but it's still pretty good to have a girl that's strong in the dynasty. Let's just keep at it. Jared says, "Hi, how's the game? It's on sale. Looks interesting but seems complicated. Crusader Kings 2 is definitely my all-time favorite game. To try and explain it in like 100 words or less. It's a grand strategy title, but there is no win condition. There is only a lose condition, whereby your dynasty gets wiped out. So if I don't have any male heirs with my current succession law, it's game over. If I become unlanded or if I die, my father will become the playable character, and right now that's me. I'm the playable character. It is very complicated. It has a very steep learning curve, but one of the great strengths about CK2 is because there's no win condition, you can kind of play however you want. Some people like to go for world domination, other people like to have specific goals. They try to accomplish achievements, of which there are a great many, some easy and some difficult. I definitely recommend, I mean, you said it's on sale. You could try the base game. I don't know. I think it's worth it to see if you like it. Play through the tutorial. Watch a lot of streams. But if you're still not sure, hold back on purchasing any DLC. Because, I mean, it's a couple $100 to get all the DLC. Anyway, I hope that answers your question. Right now, I've started as the child ruler of Varend and Moor, these 2 counties. My father is my liege. I have a half-sister, and she's not pregnant. Right now, I'm using the way of life focus of seduction, just to try and get where is she? This woman here, who has a strong genetic trait, pregnant. To try and have some strong children. Our first daughter, who I legitimized, does have this trait. Eugenics is a big part of the meta game in CK2 to try and ensure that that your dynasty has as many positive genetic traits as it can. I value very much this particular genetic trait. The other ones are quick, which adds +3 to all your stats. Oops. Genius, which adds +5 some vassal opinion, some personal combat skill. Quick and genius are exclusive. And there's also attractive, which adds some attraction opinion. You say your top playing strategy or tips. Top strategy, hey? Don't be afraid to do terrible, awful things in real life morality, because terrible, awful things in real life morality can be very good in game mechanics. Like killing your father, for example, to inherit all of his land. That's probably going to be the first thing that I do after I become this Satanist. There's this new DLC that just came out that adds secret societies, and I'm joining the Fellowship of Hell, a secret society devoted to dark sorcery and veneration of the giantess ruler of Helheim. I kind of think that particular secret society, the dark secret society, needs to be balanced. It's a bit overpowered right now. I'm just spamming seduction on her over and over and over again. What I would recommend, first and foremost, there is a tutorial. I suggest that you play it. I think you start off in Asturias somewhere in like 1066 or something like that. When this is largely a Christian area up north, and weak Muslims down below. Right now is a very strong Muslim area, and Asturias almost always gets wiped out. In fact, I think I can see that he's the subject of a holy war right now. This border right here, the white, green, red checkered border here, means that one or more of these, but not all of them, has been conquered. And the border matches the conqueror. So because this is white, red, and green, I can just tell at a glance, I know that he was attacking him. Defending against them in the Holy War for Galatia. So Galatia is this right here. So when this dynasty wins their war, Andalusia, they're going to take these two territories. After you're finished with the tutorial, I definitely suggest playing on Ireland. It's tribal, it's Christian. Christians are really easy religion. I'm playing as Germanic Pagan right now, also tribal, which has its advantages and disadvantages. The early game can be very difficult and fast-paced, which I kind of feel like is an advantage, but your mileage may vary. What does she want? She wants to become a counselor. Well, that's never going to happen. You have to forgive me. Sometimes I'm in the mood to read out all the roleplay screens that are popping up, and I am kind of flicking through them pretty fast. But I'm a bit under the weather. I'm sick right now. So I just kind of wanted to get some time in and catch up, so to speak. I played about 30 years in time this morning, but I realized I made some mistakes with the rule sets, because there are many ways that you can tweak the rules, the starting conditions of any game. And in an effort to help the end game lag, I cranked the diseases up to 11 pretty much, in hopes that it's going to kill off a whole lot of NPCs and make my game much easier, much less laggy in the end. Okay, so how much dark power have I got? None right now. Well, I got her pregnant again. I wonder what, if anything, I can spend my single subjugation on.
So, tribal pagans for certain have one lifetime subjugation casus belli. An important thing I didn't mention is that when you do declare war, you can't just declare war for any reason on your neighbor. You have to have a casus belli, of which there are several different types. Subjugation means that, and you can read in the tooltip here at the top, you can use it once per lifetime, and you gain control of their top level titles. So if I subjugated the Jarl of Shealand here and I won, then I would become the Jarl of Shealand and he would be my vassal. It's unlikely that I'll win though, as his base troops is 1.14. Not to be deceived though, because he still has all of his vassals. Actually, he's in a pretty weak position right now. Let's call that 2.14. Just call that 3. 3.6. He's got about 3.6 troops. I don't have nearly that much. I'm 747, but he's a lot weaker than I thought he was. Wow. Oh, my seer. Now, this is also my court physician. So, I can pull 5 years of -10 temple vassal opinion. But I don't really want to throw him out just yet. So he stole some gold, but the kind of way that that works is that this gold is generated out of thin air. He didn't actually take it from my treasury. I guess the idea is that he was embezzling it from the populations in my provinces. Ooh. Do I fire him or do I not fire him? What are his? What's my alternative right now? A 13, hey? That's of interest to me. Let's see if any other strong room popped up. No, not yet. Before I go look at what I'm doing. No. Yes. So there's nobody. Alright, well, I could hire another holy man. Yeah, actually, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fire this guy. So he's fired. We'll put a pin in that for a second. Let's invite a holy man and see what we got. A 17. Excellent. So. Holger is the one we just fired. Kettle is our new guy. And we're going to put him to build zeal in Varend. Now, my chance to imprison him is 100%. So he's in prison. That means that he can't be my court physician anymore. So I'm going to throw the honorary titles that I just took away from Holmgir off. So in prison, I now have one Holmgir,
Nurking that owes me 100 gold. And I think it's time to banish him from the realm so I get all of his money. That's pretty cool. Now, I still got Porfin here. I think... Is he doing anything for me right now? He's not my marshal. He's not one of my commanders. Well, I guess he isn't either. Let's arrest him and banish him as well. Now we got 200 golds. Okay, that's looking good. Let's see for a second how this is going down here. Okay, we're gonna put our spy master back to study technology in Constantinople. Gotta keep an eye on him because there's diseases. This is the disease view. You can see consumption is all over Italy right now. If diseases rampage Constantinople while our spy master is there, he can get sick and die. So just gotta keep an eye on that. I think that's pretty good. If I hold my mouse over here, yeah, I still have 10 peasant on rest until 778 in July, so only 6 more months of that. I'm going to spend some of that money I took on some more market towns. And let's check what my society's at. 42. As soon as this gets up to 50, I'm going to use it to abduct my father. Oh, it won't let me. That's unusual. I wonder why it won't let me abduct him. Wants me to hold up a lot. I'm not going to do that right now. Well, that's too bad. Died to her severe injuries. Alright, I think it's just time to let her love grow. And now that I have a lover, I'm going to take her as my official concubine. Oh, would you look at this? I hate her chin, though. Okay. Now, I've been at peace for too long, so I need to go to war with somebody. Wants to make me his steward. Sure. That's fine. I prefer that over commander. Oh no, we're not gonna imprison her. Need to make sure I can never lead troops. My son, Folky. Let's name him after his grandfather. So I've got an heir now. Or at least I should have. There we are. There we go. Court Tomcat. That's good news. That's what I was looking for. That was the last thing I wanted of the seduction. I still don't think I can switch, but we're gonna get there pretty quick. I'm gonna get her pregnant at least once. Oh, I think I lose because of this 300 right there. Yeah. Oh, that's too bad. That would have been a close fight. Sacrifice and capture a servant of Odin. Okay, that just adds her as a lover. Wonderful. Can I switch off that yet? Pretty soon. 3 years away, not pretty soon, that's forever away. Oh, Jareth asks, how random is this game? Is it so random that it's out of your control most of the time? It might feel random when you have an incomprehensive understanding of game mechanics. The more and more you understand about the game, the less and less random that it is. So there are certain random events that can fire, that's true. And I do like that aspect of the game. I think losing is fun. I think that's a point of view that's important when you're playing games like this, and it's something I learned playing Dwarf Fortress that I think carries over to this very well. If you want everything to go right and be perfect, this might not be the... It might not be the best game for you. But when things go to shit and they're difficult and you manage to find that razor's edge where you can just kind of work it out and you can turn small advantages into great advantages and small disadvantage or large disadvantages into small disadvantages, If you can play like that to maximize your strengths and minimize your weaknesses, you'll do very well in CK2, I think. Yeah, for certain. I don't really want to hold a great block because I don't have enough prisoners. You need to have enough people to have human sacrifice. Alright, so I'm up to 250. It still won't let me, I think I'm just going to let him die on his own. He's got the flu. Unfortunately, it's only a mild illness. Theology gives him +1 health, so he might stick around for a while. As long as he doesn't have any more sons, I'm going to be fine. I really want to get control of this province though, because if I can get some shipbuilding tech early, I'll basically win, because I'll have so much prestige and so much gold compared to my neighbors that they won't be able to compete with me. That being said, oh geez, he's in a couple of wars, hey? Defending, 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 defending. Oh, he's fucked. Yeah, I can't put... I don't want to move to more. Another son, and a strong one. Oh, that's so good. Name him after me. Let's go back to my... Let's nominate him for my primary title. Now I need to sacrifice a servant of Odin, right? How are we going to do that, since it doesn't appear that I can abduct whoever I want right now? Ah, here we go. Another son. Well, things are not going so well. Let's go after a random ancestor, of which there aren't very many at all. Let's just go a random name then. High Steam. I like that. Now, he wants me to vote with him for a favor, but I don't want to. I'm gonna pull her off of here. Wow, both of them are named Homefried. Let's go married, no. Rockshock says the tutorial's okay. Actually, earlier Rockshock made some other comments. Let me back up. Rockshock says most of the bad things that happen in CK2 you can control if you do micromanage and game most of the things. There is an RNG element to some extent. And then goes on to say the tutorial is okay, but I do think you learn a lot more by reading about the game or watching Let's Plays of it. The tutorial in CK2 is kind of iffy. Alright, Rockshock brings up a great point, and let me just click on my bookmarks for a second. Grab one of these pages at random, and I'm going to throw it into the tab. The CK2 wiki is an incredible resource that I highly recommend that you bookmark, and that you bookmark different pages that you refer to frequently so you can check back on them. Okay, I just linked one at random. Let's link one that's actually really, really good. That's very, very relevant. The kind of stuff that isn't covered in the tutorials at all would be combat tactics. Combat tactics, I think, is one of the most important mechanics in CK2 and probably one of the least well explained mechanics. For example, to just is a very easy territory to defend. Although it's plains, which you can also see in the tooltip on your terrain, it says plains. It is surrounded on all three sides by rivers, which are kind of drawn on the map, but the best way to tell is to mouse over this part of the strait. So that means that attacking from Gotland, attacking from Ostrogothia, from Varend, or from Moor gives a big negative bonus. Now, some of that is easier to see now because if you're in combat, it kind of shows if you have pluses or if you have minuses before you attack into something. But that's not necessarily comprehensive. And knowing that a forest gives bonuses to defense, and that hills give bonuses to defense, and malices to offense if you're attacking into forest, for example. That's all super important stuff. So yeah, definitely reference the CK2 wiki as much as you can. However, although I've never played the tutorial myself, it's apparently very good. It's apparently much better than it used to be. That it will teach you most of the basic things. I think there are also tips. Like, I don't know how to turn them on. Is there maybe under options? Tips, AI, all hints, there we go. So if you click on this, like, stuff comes up and it explains things, right? And that's an important thing. This is pretty cool. I'm going to disable all those things again. Anyway, let's get back into this. I did want to get 20 more years here in the future. Alright, so we got ourselves a goatee. We captured him with our dark power. We got this active mission. I think this'll complete it for us. Yes. So we completed the mission. We killed the goatee. And we got 200 more dark power. Does it tell me when I became or when I joined? Because I can't remember. Anyway, it'll warn me when I can level up. What would be absolutely grand is if I can get to become the high priest of this secret society. I can kill my children, which is good. I know that sounds awful, and you remember, Jareth, one of the things I told you was there's a big difference between what's morally or immorally good or bad in real life and what's good or bad in terms of game mechanics. Because I'm stuck on Gavelkind succession, I actually have title loss after my character dies and my selected heir takes over. I lose some titles due to Gavelkind. Well, this is my heir. The County of Moor will go to my oldest son. You can see that he's the last line there in the tooltip. He's the heir to the Chieftain of Moor. This guy doesn't get shit. He gets strong claims on them. if I had another county, he would get that one. It kind of parses things out more or less equally to all your eligible heirs, although your chosen heir gets your best territories and your main titles. Because of that, cleaning up your succession, imprisoning, murdering your children, and that's just regular CK2 stuff, you know? That's all par for the course. Alright, you keep it up. I want to know why I can't abduct my father. That's super weird. I think I should just murder him then. Because I want his territory and I want it sooner rather than later. 180 is pretty good. Let's see who exactly we can... Oh, just her is worth 58. Thank you. That's all we need to succeed. Let's hope she doesn't rat him out. Not holding a blot. So I'm going to hold off on spending my prestige right now. Normally I would spend it on a war camp right away. But I want this territory pretty badly. Ostrogothia. I want Gotland too, as a matter of fact. Maybe I should just subjugate Gotland. No, I want to save my one-time subjugation for something good. All right. Let's take that one. She's about to die, I think. But she is strong, and she does have a mild illness. So this ends up being +1 health. That's +1 health, so she's +2, and that's -4, puts her at -2 overall. I like that new name thing, by the way. So let's see if we can seduce her fast enough. If we can seduce her before she dies. It's a great... Like, you kind of want your lovers to die. I can explain why. Basically, there's a chance to get something called a lover's memento every time you have a lover that dies. So now she's my lover, of which I have 3. I can attempt to abduct her. I don't really want to. I can't seduce her. I think she's too far away. No, it's because she's Christian. No, I don't want to spend my dark power on that. Now that is what we're talking about. Excellent. Alright, I'm actually just going to tap Gotland. Just so I can get over this peace too long thing. Oh no. I lost Brawny? That's so bad. I never realized that could happen. Okay, I can request to rank up. Let's do that. Is that a new queen? Yeah, the old one died. Okie dokie. When's the date I can switch off of that? Oh, I can do it right now. Okay, so I got this genius in a sack, right? She's almost certainly not a virgin because she's got this lustful. Well, excuse me. I keep muting my mic because I have to blow my nose. And doing that into the microphone, I can't imagine it'll sound very good for you guys. So, we need a virgin. Let's look up someone who's chaste, man or woman, doesn't matter. Married is a definite no. And the younger the better. Oh, that's pretty cool. I wonder if we can get any Zuns. No. Had to check. Alright, let's abduct her. Alright, we're going to sacrifice her. That should finish that mission. Up to 292. I need 300 to do a 500 to do a familiar. Okay, so this is good for us right now. That split in power. So what happened was his father just died July 26th, and because of Gavelkite it split their realm. So they're both weaker apart than they are together. 333 and oh my god, I think I can subjugate these guys and win. 450, 386, maybe not, maybe not. Maybe that's way too risky. If my father dies, I can do it. If we can finally kill this old guy off, we can do it. Okay, I think that's the Great Blot again. Yeah. Huh. I really hope I don't get labeled Kinslayer by killing this guy. Good. Suspicious circumstances. Let's go into my council here. My marshal. Gonna do this coward. My steward. This 14 guy is fine. My spy master. Oh, I like her. 15 and loyal. Yes, please. My seer. Be the court physician. That's fine. And my chancellor. Okay. We're gonna have to erode some ruler power here. Set this as my crown focus. Build a war camp in it. Put him to work overseeing construction. I think I've got enough. I can make a probably pretty good fight against one of these two guys. I can press against Gotland. So let's do that first. So what I'm actually doing right now is I'm raiding him to begin with. That's 3 against. And 3, 4. Looks like they're basically split the same way on all of them. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to call or request council support. For 36 months, he'll vote the way I want to vote him, and I'll owe him a favor. Right? And we're going to be a little bit dirty. So we're going to do that now. We're going to request council support. Right? Gotcha. I'm going to use it to roll back one of these laws. Which one is the best law? Grant title, I think. Okay, so it'll pass now for sure. Let's start the vote. Who's he fighting against? God, I hope I pick up diligent here. Damn it. So we're just gonna de jure claim this, which is a CB which doesn't use up my subjugation. Then we're gonna pile in. Anyway, the way we're going to be dirty about that, by the way, is we're going to invite another noble. Hopefully a better one. There we go. 16. Okay, so we won the other mission. I think that gives us enough for a familiar now. Oh yeah, it definitely does. So I can get the cat plus 3 intrigue. Don't think so. The wolf plus 2 martial. I think the wolf is the best bet for me. That's so weird that they gave her heritage. I mean, she was already Germanic and Norse, so it ends up just being random. How far up does that put him? 19 versus 22? Alright, so he's not happy with me. I don't have any other vassals. If I had the legalism, which I don't think I do. Ugh. I didn't quite make it to mute my microphone before I sneezed. I apologize. Yeah, this absolute travel organization is crazy. How big is House Goot right now? That's it, hey? Actually, I could just make him my marshal instead of killing him. Let's see how this is looking down here. Okay, so I'll have to stop doing power of hell stuff for a while. Okay. So I think he should hate me basically 50 less, right? $8.15. $8.15 and ooh, $11.20. So he's at around 2K right now. Well, there are some things we can do. So I can't become a Paragon of Virtue anymore because I'm cruel. Oh, nice. Shipbuilding. This is working out just grand. Actually, you know what? I should put him... Okay, here's a little tip. It can be... You can't reassign their jobs immediately after doing them for a little while. But if you change their council position to something else, and then change their council position back, you can do exactly what I just said you couldn't do. Okay, he sucked, but it's better than nothing. And he's okay. Oh, I got something called the Arm of the Great Hero. crazy. Under suspicion is removed from me. It's super important that I don't get exposed, because that really... it fucks up with what you're capable of doing. Perfect. Oh no. Die to poor health, eh? The best I can get is a 7. Let's go shopping. Yes. Annie. Yes. Men, please. 13. It's better than what I had, as a matter of fact. Oh, I got both, but I got diligent, which is amazing. Because I got diligent, I'm going to go hunting after I finish scholarship focus. I'm going to get the puppy dog, and then after I train the puppy dog, I'll get a permanent +1 health bonus. So if we're lucky, this guy's going to be able to live a long, long time. Well, we're kind of planning for it anyway. Now let's back up. Now the reason I'm going up into Varend and back down is because of that river thing. I actually want to go for more. I've never seen this event before. I know this might mean that he's literally about to kill me. What's my dark power at? Can I afford to lose 150? Yeah, I think I can. I'm just not going to do it. Well, I'm still shrewd. I'm still shrewd. I have a pretty good set so far. I'm gonna do it. Let's learn, hey? Let's learn. Oh, nice, okay. Our coven surrounds the summoning circle, the correct symbols drawn, the fatty candles burning a sickly green. Hromundar intones the final invocation just as I offer up the sacrifice. Distracted by the spurting blood, at first I didn't notice the man standing in the circle like he was there all along, looking straight at me with a smirk. He says, "Bravely done, child. You have no understanding of the forces you were meddling with, but I did find your sacrifice pleasing. Quid pro quo. Name your desire, boy, and I get, great lord, I seek power, +3, the blessing of Athnas." Alright. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on doing I'm gonna hold off on doing any more of these quests. There's no big rush. Alright. Want more shrewd kids. I don't care about the river anymore, because I outnumber them so nicely. Yeah, sure, you can have the 10 gold. Write a book, get some new tools. Duty. How are my ships coming along? 3 of 18. Okay, so I can gain 300 prestige. I get annoyedless authorities. I can stop with this achievement, which puts my learning up to +2. But I don't get the learning. This is what I have to do. This is my only good choice here. When can I switch over to hunting? February next year? That's fine. I keep forgetting to flick that off when the building's done. What is my religious authority right now? 29. Not very good. I did get 1 prisoner. Is she worth anything? No, we'll save her for a great plot later. Okay, so I won this war. I'm able to subjugate him. So he's part of my territory now. This guy here, I can claim Shayland. No, I don't want to do that, because I'll just lose them. Oh. I'm just thinking, and I should be thinking out loud. Unless, maybe I should do a couple of tributaries. I don't really have two targets for tributaries, right? This guy and this guy. Oh, I'm starting to fade. I am starting to fade. I'm getting tired. We're coming up on the end. We got 5 more minutes. When can I get my next law change in? 787 in June, hey? Not a moment too soon, I checked down there. Oh, nice. There we go. Alright, so I think I'm going to stop right here. We're going to start hunting. Veslava Vievich is who I'm watching. I didn't realize her brother got quick too, though. Yeah, I think this is where we're going to stop. 787 with the new rules. I'm going to get some rest. I'm going to take some vitamin C, have a neocitrin, and go to sleep. And when I wake up, probably 6 or 8 hours from now, I'm going to do another 3 or 4 hours, and we'll see how far we can push this game forward. Alright, that's it for tonight. Thanks everyone for stopping by, chatting. Take care.